The November election is less than a week away, and knowing who you want to vote for is only half the battle. Neighbors also need to know where to go to vote. And for Wyoming neighbors, that is changing. Fox 17's Walid Alamla joins us live at Wyoming City Hall to explain. And the big thing here, Walid, is that there are less places for people there to vote.
Yeah, Josh, that's right. We're here at Wyoming City Hall, like you mentioned. Their city is going to be switching from 30 precincts to 18 precincts. I spoke with Kelly Vandenberg, the city clerk for Wyoming, about why these changes are happening and how it's going to affect my neighbors.
In December of 2023, there were some legislative changes that allow us to basically consolidate some of our precincts. That legislative action took the limit from 2,999 voters to 4,999 voters.
Vandenberg says this change is happening because how neighbors vote is changing.
And so in many elections, we saw relatively few voters showing up in the precincts, especially for, some of the smaller scale elections and that sort of thing.
Neighbors utilizing both early and absentee voting.
Prior to 2018, there were 6 statutory reasons that allowed a voter to vote an absentee ballot. And after that, we in Michigan here adopted the no reason absentee. So that opened up absentee voting to all voters.
It's a trend the city has started to notice.
In some elections, we see 50% or more of the ballots cast in any given election from that absentee pool. So that means, relating this back to the precinct changes, that means we have far fewer people showing up at the precinct to vote on election day.
And the change to precincts helps the city on the back end.
I anticipate we'll save approximately $30,000 a year in election inspector wages. That doesn't even begin to touch on paper supplies and precinct supplies, our delivery costs, our rental of facilities.
But will this impact Wyoming neighbors on election day? Vandenberg doesn't think so.
Certainly if I'm a voter and I go to the right location, I think their experience will be fairly similar to what they've experienced before. Voting experience in a local, smaller scale election like the one we have on Tuesday, I think you're not generally waiting in a line.
I'll have a list of all the changes and where you need to go to vote attached to this story on our website at fox17online.com. I'm Walid Alamla, your Wyoming reporter, Fox 17 News.
All right, Walid, thank you. And once again, Election Day is Tuesday, November 4th. To get a preview of your ballot or find your voting location, you can visit the Michigan Voter Information Center's website. If you're voting in person, polls will be open on Tuesday from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. If not, absentee ballots have to be submitted to your local clerk by 8 p.m. on Election Day.